Some Canadians left our country years ago to fight for ISIS, to fight for what they thought was their cause. They fought alongside a ragtag bunch of maniacs and sent pictures of their grisly beheadings home. Now, the tide of war has shifted. Syria seems to have the upper hand, and some of these Canadian ISIS allies find themselves in jail. The fighters want to pack up their wives and their children and hop a flight to Canada. What a mess. Trudeau says a Canadian is a Canadian, and he is correct. But what are their children born there? But becoming Canadian is a topic for another day, and we will deal with it another day. But for now, the Trudeau government seems to have contracted a case of paralysis. While the opposition calls out for justice, Ralph Goodale, the Minister of Public Safety, says that there are issues to contemplate and resolve. And there's no doubt about that. But that should not stop the proper action, which has already been determined by law and practice. Canada once had a history of ignoring individuals who had committed war crimes outside our borders. Some attribute that position to not wanting to alienate West Germany in the Cold War. But since the early 1980s, the Canadian government has taken an active role in pursuing those who have committed war crimes, and that position should not be changed by this Trudeau government. Sure, there abound legal challenges and some evidentiary issues, but we have good lawyers, and the RCMP has trained and experienced officers who can bring the evidence home. Some of it is already in Canada on video. So a Canadian is a Canadian. And when these fighters return, they should be met at the airport and arrested, and the criminal justice system will take over. Some will be determined to be just nutty kids who went on a lark, found themselves in a very deadly situation, and they did no harm. But others, against whom there is evidence of committing crimes, should be prosecuted. To do anything else is in itself a crime.